Okay, now we've got our exploded views and everything sorted, we want to finish our drawings of our engineering processes here. So let's start by jumping onto our frame. So I'm going to load that up so I get the correct frame through here. Before I do anything else, I'm going to save this so I'm not just saving over my default version here. So I'm going to go File, Save As. This is going to be my radio, version 2 for me, and my name. So that's going to go in task here, and this is my version 2, and you can see I've already started playing with this stuff, but this is my one that I'm going to show you through now. So it's going to update because I'm now on the 2022 version. First thing I want to do with this one is actually update the title. So the way I do that is go to the sheet format, and I'm going to edit sheet. So then that brings up to be able to edit sheet format. I'm going to change the title. So this is my Bluetooth radio. And the first one I'm going to do here is my Orthographic. Okay, so I've got that. I'll leave it at scale 2 to 1, I think should be fine, and I would add the date in, so I'm going to put in 8th of the 6th, 23. So details are there. I'm going to exit out of that, and now I've got my template ready to go. I'm going to copy that page, Control C, Control V, just move after, and I need 4 of these. So I'm going to put them all in first and then rename them now. So 2 slow clicks on there is going to go now Orthographic. Oh, let's change out of all caps. Graphic. Next one is going to be my exploded isometric. I'm going to then go, this is going to be my full details or full measurements, part 1, and then I'm going to do a part 2 as well. Okay, so names are there, right? I'm going to move back into my orthographic as the first one. So right click, activate that one. I'm back in that sheet. So now I can go into the drawing function and add my model view. So from here, my radio is perfect. So I'm going to double click on him. It'll then bring up there. There's my front view. I might move him down, he probably wants to be about there. Okay, so from, and I'm not sure why I've got that line there. Let's hide those details. Interesting that that line is there. Okay, so I want to now project the views from him. So I want to be able to go my top. You're not going to give me any others yet, okay. Then I need my side, and I'm actually going to add in a back as well for this one. Oh, you're showing that one, okay. So what I need to make sure, I've got something that I need to hide over here. Okay, I just had to fix up a piece to hide for the flatten. That I can show you guys at a later point. But I've got my views in here. You can see they're all connected, so as I move them, they're each going to move. I kind of want to have them a little bit balanced, so it gives me then space to add in my isometric view there as well. So he'll drop up there. If I now go onto this view, I want to change that so I've got hidden detail as well. So that should then change all of the views as well. Because it's the parent or the main one, I'm going to now update him so he's got some body to be able to actually show what it looks like. So that's now ready to go, other than I'm going to add in my basic dimensions. So I want to have my height, add in my width, and I'll add in the last one this way as well. So they're there, and I want to obviously have my labels. So I've got my front view if I can type. I've got my side view. In this case, I've included my back view because it's got details that I think are worthwhile including. And then I've got my top view. So that's probably the key elements that I need to include for my orthographic, which now I'm going to go on to the next one. So now I'm going to go exploded isometric and activate him. From here, again, I'm going to first thing go in and change the format. So this is now my exploded isometric network. Okay, so I've got my label there, that's happy days. Exit out of that now, and I'm going to, same deal, add my model. I want my model there. I'm going to drop him in the middle at the moment. I'm going to change to the isometric view over here, and then I want to change so I can see that, but I want to change the configuration here. So I'm going to go into my exploded views, and I want to show in exploded or model break state. So we can see I've got that guy there. How I broke him down last time, I don't think I can get him any larger. Spacing wise, he's probably pretty good on the page. So what I want to be able to do here is you might add some annotations. So if I go to note from here, I can go in and tell me what the front is made of. I can say how I'm going to attach this. I can add the detail about what this is over here. I can sort of talk about this is going to be curved. So I can go through and add some annotations that will help support what I was thinking and how it was doing. So it's a nice important detail to be able to show a little bit more of how it works. So once I've gone through and added my annotations to my exploded drawing, happy days there. So I can tick out of my note. I'm going to minimize him down and now go into my fully dimensioned next one. So I'm going to activate him. Before I change the name, I'm going to think about which one I want to include. So I'm going to go into my model view. This time I actually need to go in and grab a part. So in this case, I might grab the battery clip. I'm going to open him and drop him in there. So at the same scale, he's probably not as useful. So I'm going to change that to a custom scale. And we might change that to being about 4:1. Is probably not bad. So we've got space to be able to dimension him around. So when we dimension, obviously we need to have every dimension filled. I'm now going to change that sheet format. Actually, you guys will know what to do to change the sheet format. And now I'm going to add in my annotation. So start with my smart dimensions. So I can then go through and add my dimensions. Now what you want to make sure is any of the smaller ones are closest and you have those full lengths further out. So I'm going to go through and just make sure I've got every dimension that would be required for someone to be able to recreate this model. So there's quite a few small elements that we need to include here. The bits that we need to make sure we also have is our center marks. So we add those in for any of the radiuses or curves through there. I don't really have any center lines, but if you needed to add a center line, they're through here as well. So if you had a split, you could actually add that through here as well. but I'm going to keep going through and adding all of the dimensions that I require for this model. So making sure, I think that would probably cover it, other than I need to know how long that arc is. So be able to give me a point from that one. I might need to adjust some of these, so you don't really want to have too many crosses over. So you need to be able to then adjust where they're sitting. So that gives me from that height to that height, and I probably want to be able to get that point to that point as well. So I can start to be able to map out what I have by the relevant pages as well. So that's probably fairly close to what I need. So I'm going to be able to recreate that. I'll update the name and that's ready to go, and then you'll pick a second part. Just make sure you don't pick something too complex. From here I have each of my drawings done, and you're going to go File, Save As, to be able to get it out as a PDF to be able to submit. Just make sure that we actually save it as well. So you go through, you'll pick where it wants to go. So in this case, he's going to go there, change that to being my PDF. And when we go through, it's going to give me an option of which ones I want to include. So for this, I want to have all of them. So I save that, and you've got that ready to be able to submit.